I was working for a recruiting department, and one of the first things I was told to do when I started the job was to look up what is occupational therapy. And I had never heard of it before. And it was like, ding, 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 you know, angels were singing. It felt like the right thing.
Occupational therapy is supporting individuals to engage in meaningful activities or occupations.
Whatever your daily occupations are, that's what we're here to help with.
A lot of the times, restoring function is a big part of what we do.
But we also work with the well population, keeping people healthy, keeping them out of the hospital system, working with people in mental health, making sure that they also are able to participate in their everyday occupations and activities.
I feel like everybody could use occupational therapy in some sort of capacity.
Occupational therapy is ultimately helping people to become their most wonderful, independent selves, in whatever that means.
The difference between an occupational therapist and an occupational therapy assistant is the level of education and also the level of autonomy. The occupational therapist can open up a case, they can do an evaluation. They are pretty much the case managers for that client. The occupational therapy assistant is the interventionist. They carry out that treatment plan for the client.
I actually initially was looking into being an occupational therapist, and I switched and decided I want to do occupational therapy assistant instead, and I am so happy I did. The occupational therapy assistant gets to have more time with the client, with the patient, with the kids.
When I got out of college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I bounced around. I did a couple years as a rec therapist, realized that it wasn't really my thing, and then I looked back on all those internships and all the experiences, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna go OT.
Our program is tailored to the adult student. Our program is unique because of our admission requirements, because we don't have as many as other programs. Really, you just need a high school diploma or a GED. Our program doesn't require prerequisite courses. We give all of those in the program. We also require a resume because we want to look at someone's work history. And then you have to do 2 site visits. And those are visiting 2 different occupational therapy clinics or practice areas so that you have a general knowledge of what occupational therapy is. We do have students who are parents, students who have families and responsibilities.
I had no medical background at all. I worked 9-to-5 jobs. I worked full-time throughout the program, so I needed something where it could be nights and weekends because there would have been no way that I could have gone otherwise. So I was really kind of nervous about how am I gonna do? Am I gonna know enough information? Am I gonna be competent?
Our program is very rigorous. It's an accelerated program, it's a hybrid program.
And you're like, why am I learning this information? But as you progress in the program, it all starts to make sense. There's an aha moment where it all kind of connects. And you're like, oh, wow, I know stuff, and I'm gonna be a cool therapist.
We give 5 clinical experiences in our program, and basically it's 8 weeks of intensive clinical internship.
I loved every moment of my clinical fieldwork. I was supported individuals with intellectual disabilities in Northeast Philadelphia, whether it was, taking them out to the park, taking them to the mall. It wasn't really a population I really worked with before, and I'd never really had experience with it, so it was a great learning opportunity for me.
I worked with adults that had schizophrenia. I worked in a burn center. I also worked with children with autism and at a preschool. And then I worked at a skilled nursing facility, as well as doing hand therapy.
Being able to give someone something that we think is so little and so insignificant and giving that back to them kind of was my aha moment.
To be a good occupational therapy practitioner, you need to be empathetic, you need to be personable, you need to be patient.
If you are passionate about working with people and are passionate about helping people, occupational therapy may be the profession for you.
If you have heart and compassion and want to make a difference in people's lives, then I think the Jefferson program is great. It's flexible, it's fun, and it's made a difference in my life.